Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Goddess Jazzy Show. That's right, it's your host, Goddess Jazzy. I'm here with my wonderful guest, and his name is reemus. Is that, have I pronounced it right?
Yeah,
reemus,
reemus,
yeah?
you pronounced
Where
it.
You get that name from? Where did mum and dad get that name from?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Stuff. Everyone hears it and they're like, oh, I've never heard that before.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, it's unusual. It's really, really nice. So, reemus, tell me about, before we get into your topic, tell me a little bit about you. Who are you?
Okay, if I was to sum it up, I would say I'm a person with a purpose.
Wow.
I have a desire to help people.
Yes.
And everyone has their purpose, but mine is an understanding of gender dynamics, the masculine and feminine energies.
Yes.
And how we can understand that to empower our relationships.
So what made you get into this? What made you say this is for you to do? Why are you the one? Why are you the chosen one?
Well, you know what it is? I'm very empathetic and I'm very understanding.
Yeah.
I'm a people watcher, and I watch the people watchers. You know, so I pick up stuff.
Okay.
But I did psychology in university, and I think that kind of like where I took that aspect of me into my interest.
Okay.
Because I was always fascinated with attraction.
Yes. Sorry, people, that was a little bit of a cut out there. I hope you can hear him again. Let me just repeat. Welcome to the Goddess Jazzy Show, and I'm with reemus. Sorry, that was a cut out there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sorry, reemus. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, when I was younger,
yes.
I had an intense interest in
just
attraction.
Yeah.
And of course, I want to learn how to get women, how to get girls, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of led me into it. But as I started going deeper into it, I was like, this is so much deeper than what I'm looking at.
So before you got into this, what was you said about attraction? So what is your type? What was your type? What is your type? And what do you go for first? Do you go for the looks or the personality?
Now, if we're being real, we always look at looks.
Exactly.
Yeah, we always look at looks.
Yes,
so
exactly.
We look at looks. But after that, it's like, what more is there to the person? Because you might meet a guy, he's physically attractive, but you know if he doesn't have the mindset right, if his character isn't right, then the attraction just drops off.
Definitely so. Yeah. So have you got help for elders? I just want to know.
This wisdom and information helps everyone. Everyone.
Okay.
You know?
So everybody, today's topic from reemus is men, women, and healthy relationships. Let's get into it, reemus. So let's start with the men. I'd like to start with the men. Why is it so difficult? And this is me as an elder. Why is it so difficult for men to... I've got to see it from a younger version now. Yeah. Okay, let me go back. Why is it so difficult for men to just...
be loyal?
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah. Why is it then? Why?
We're gonna go into that.
Yeah, we're gonna go there.
Might as well touch all aspects.
Yeah, let's just get to that bit. Yeah, why is it difficult? This is more for the younger guys, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, so why is it so difficult?
I'll give you the real deal. When it comes down to it, if you was an alien above and you was just observing human behavior, they couldn't understand us talking, don't know what we think, they're just looking at our actions. Would you say that they would say we're a monogamous species?
Yeah, we would. Yeah.
So then you wouldn't ask that question.
Oh God.
No, it's true though. But when we have this understanding, it's great because we can't discipline or control if we don't understand it.
Okay.
So there's like when it comes to men, they have this desire to spread their seed because from nature's perspective.
So when does it end though? That's the question. When does it end? Because even when as a man gets older, he's still doing that same behavior.
Yeah. So again, that's another piece of proof that you actually deep down understand this. But
is it understanding or is it us just dealing with it?
Yeah, you're observing it. But what we do is we understand it so we can control it. So what men are doing is they're taking that nature and just spreading it anywhere. So you're not looking at who you're actually impregnating. Yeah. You're not thinking who you're getting with. Yeah. And it comes back down to standards and purpose. So I'm not going to do something if it doesn't have purpose to it.
So do you think a man knows about the spiritual element of a relationship? Because even you're spreading your seed, you don't know who you're mixing with spiritually. You know?
I don't think men and women today have an understanding of the spiritual aspects. But women are more in tune with that stuff because it goes back down to their selectiveness. Yeah. And they're very receptive emotionally, energetically. Like women are very spiritual beings just naturally. So you guys will kind of feel it more. But I think everyone needs to have higher standards. Everyone.
Wow. You heard it here.
Think about it. A lot of women will go, I dealt with this guy, toxic guy, he gave me abuse, trauma. we gotta increase our standards.
Wow.
So do you believe you should find someone just like you?
It doesn't necessarily have to be just like you. It depends what you mean by that. But
Yeah, can you break that down?
Like, they say, like, one of the best forms of relationship is if you identify someone just like yourself.
Yeah.
Because you'll know how to deal with them. Because you're you
there's
every day, so you know how to deal with someone similar to you.
Right.
Rather than aiming too high or too low.
Oh, are you saying like on your level?
On your level, yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Not just like you, but on your level.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think.
Would that make more sense?
I think so. But then that's me from another perspective. I think so.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go with someone.
Lower than you. Like,
That doesn't sound good.
lower in stature or whatever.
Because you feel like you're having to bring them up. Yeah, it's too much work.
I do feel like men would do that.
Reemus! You see the door? Not really.
No, but it's true.
Yeah.
They would, right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
Go on.
Because it goes back down to, see this stuff I was talking about before, spreading the seed, blah, blah, blah. That's because under natural conditions, it helps him to continue on. It helps you to continue on and pass your genes on to the next generation. If you get that guy who you can look up and go, he inspires me. He's taller, he's stronger, he's smart. I can trust him to lead.
Okay. There's not a lot of leadership, I don't think, in a relationship anymore.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Because there's a lot of effeminate men.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I believe.
Oh. Okay.
I believe that. I was talking about this yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like men who grew up with just their one parent, which happens to be their mother. So they don't really have like the logical aspect to them to survive through life.
Okay.
They basically just have more of the emotional side, from the mum, just to kind of run off. So they're literally growing up confused. They really don't know who they are.
Okay.
That's why a lot of men will be like, oh, I'm in touch with my feminine side and all this kind of stuff, because that's all they know.
Yeah.
So when they're put in like a situation, a quote unquote manly situation, they don't know how to deal with it.
Oh, it's interesting.
That's just one aspect.
Yeah, it's true. And it goes back to what you're saying, where you want to be in touch with your feminine side. That actually makes you an incredibly seductive guy. But you don't want to be too much, because she still wants to feel like, oh, he's got a bit of manliness to him. He's got a bit of manliness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she wants to feel, okay, my man is manly. I can be the woman there. I don't want to be with
Man
another
and woman, yeah.
I want to be with the type of guy that's a man. But I want to be able to trust his plan. I want to be able to trust him, his principles, his morals, his character. And I want him to have a caring and understanding of my participation in this union.
You're good lad, ain't you? Can't you remember my goddaughter? Let me shout out to my goddaughter. Shout out to Tasia. She should be listening today. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, sorry. Let me just do this. You can follow us on Love the Beat on Facebook, Love the Beat Radio, Twitter at Love the Beat Radio, and Instagram at Love the Beat Radio. You can also call us on 07 308 895 668 with any questions that you want to throw to Reemus or Mishak in the background there. Yeah, he's interested and he's so sweet. Oh my God, continue, Reemus, please.
Yeah, so when we think about what he just said, in terms of you know, a lot of men don't have they have the effeminate side to them and stuff like that. And I was saying that being in touch with your feminine actually makes you incredibly seductive.
Wow.
Because it's like a woman she relates to that part of her, helps her feel safe. But then what also makes her feel safe, if she has the type of guy that can lead, but she can trust him. So a lot of women will say, I don't mind submitting to a man as long as I can trust you. But then you might say that word and it might trigger some people. But we have to have a proper understanding of what that means. When we say that, what we're saying is you're trusting the man because he has shown leadership traits that you like and make you feel safe. So you give him a high level of cooperation. You're agreeable with him. No one's saying to agree to a man that don't have a plan and is leading you in the wrong direction. No. That's absolutely not it.
So how do we get to that point? How do we say if we're starting out as a young person, how do you get to that point? Because a lot of women and men have been hurt along the way. And they're going through the same old relationship. Nothing doesn't seem to change. How do you get to that point? What do you have to do to get to what you want, basically?
All right, so I wrote a book called Healing the Feminine Energy.
So why didn't you bring your book?
I was going to.
Oh.
I forgot.
I'm gonna run you down for that.
I'll come back and I'll give you one.
You must.
So good. But I think healing is actually very powerful.
Yeah.
You know, just working on yourself first. Before you go out to get girls, just work on yourself. Are you good?
Yeah.
Before you go out to get a guy, you know, because a lot of girls will get with a guy to like cover up certain issues or traumas. And we all do that, right? We all have done that. But just work on yourself first.
Wow.
I've got a question. How do you feel social media plays a part in relationships? Good or bad?
It's good in a way because it opens up the net. So you can, there could be a person, let's say in Ireland, or a person in France who might be your type. But you never would have connected with them 100 years ago.
Let me go search. Let me figure out the ring. Go search.
No, because originally social media was supposed to be a dating site.
Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't know that.
Originally, like when it first came out, like MySpace, all this kind of stuff was like the original dating site. It just so happened that it got so big, it immersed into this whole new world. So what's the downside of what's the downside of social media within a relationship?
Well, I say the pros always come with the same cons. So what I mean by that is the same pro that we can cast our net at is actually the con, because now you have a warped perception of the amount of options that are available.
Oh, yeah, the options, man. Oh, jeez.
So it's like you might be with a very sweet, good girl. She treats you nice, but you scrolling on Instagram. You seeing this girl come up. Your explore page is just full of bikinis and women hair and all of this stuff. And you're like, you know what? I don't know. Am I happy? You would have been happy before. And you're scrolling like, am I really happy?
You start questioning, you start questioning yourself. You start comparing your life to others.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You start watching everyone's, you start looking at everyone else's highlight reel.
Yeah.
And you're trying to adapt that to your own lifestyle.
Exactly.
You look towards what? Their highlight reel?
You're adapting yourself to their highlight reel. So you see every time they post a picture in a bikini or whatever, you're feeling that's their everyday life. No, it ain't. That's just their highlight.
Why can't you go back in my time? You know how we used to chat out people?
Tell us.
Let me tell
you. How
was
it back in the day?
It's so easy. You'd write a little... his number on the piece of paper, just fling it there and you know it's for you and you just go and scrape it up like this and have a look. Yeah.
You know what?
Was you writing down now?
Yeah, back in the day.
That's confident.
Yeah.
That's confident.
You know, if you can't especially, I'm going to give you a little scenario. Back in college, back in the day before you was born, there was a guy I really, really liked, and he kind of liked me, but I wasn't sure. As I thought he might have liked my friend. I just got my piece of paper and said, this is my thing, and flung it down there, waiting for him to walk up and pick it up. When he picked it up, I was like, yeah.
Maybe you need to be teaching us.
Yeah, we're learning the game.
You lot will think it's too old-fashioned, but that's what we used to do. All of this is a new thing for me. I don't know if I was to try and date now, I don't know how to do it, you know, because I'm still old-fashioned. We're on that, isn't it?
Tell me what you told me earlier on in the car.
What did I say?
When you got that DM.
God, now I'm not used to these things. So I'm selling something on a certain website. And my name on there is godessjazzy. So the person asked me, have I worn that particular item? And I said, no. He inboxed me and said, I'd like to wear you, godessjazzy. I want to feel you. I said, what? What the heck is
you see? And that's how people slide in each other's DMs.
We never had that kind of things back in the day. Oh, no way.
Be more gentlemanly.
Yes, they used to come up to you, dress up nice and take you for dinner. No.
Yeah.
You know.
Those are the times we live in.
Yeah,
but
no.
This is also why it's like, I want to teach this stuff so that we can come back to more traditional aspects.
Yes, it's much nicer.
We can add in the modern stuff as well.
Did you have it growing up? Did you have that? Did you see it from your parents?
No, not really.
Oh, you didn't? So you something just said to you, this is what you want to head for, like that?
But it's like, I really feel like it's not just me that wants to head with it, it's everyone. Because when you think about it, what are men and women complaining about? They're always complaining about stuff that is to do with modern traits.
Yeah, it's true.
And they want to go back really to many aspects of traditional.
The dating and the time, everything. I think as well, we are allowed to say this. I mean, I think they get into it too quick. You know what I mean?
Getting into a relationship.
No, like the sexual behaviour. They get onto that too quick. You know, there used to be steps.
It's because it's so accessible now. Like we're saying with social media.
Yeah.
There's too much options.
So you got a girlfriend, you'll still scroll, you'll still look on the thing.
Not intentionally.
I don't know. So this is the thing, right?
How does it work?
Because the thing about me is I keep it 100% real. Okay. I keep it honest.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what's crazy? You would think that doing that would maybe make the girl sensitive. It always makes her trust you more.
Oh.
So if she knows, hey, I don't have to be anxious wondering what he's doing, blah, blah, blah.
So you'll tell her, you'll say this is what you do.
I explain it like this. This is how men are.
Okay.
Men, if a man's looking at another woman, right, he's just looking.
Yes.
And you can say, I don't like it and all of that stuff, but I want these men to be held accountable. Yeah. Because if you're going to do that, don't lie about it. Because that's what women are concerned about. I hate being lied to.
Just tell me the truth.
Yeah. Tell me the truth and let me make a decision if that's something for me. If I don't like the type of guy that looks at other women, okay, now I have the choice to choose. If I don't like a guy that hangs out with women, I have the choice to choose. It all comes back down to choice. If everyone has the chance to choose, no one has a problem. Yeah. But one aspect why men don't do this is because they're terrified. They're terrified of telling you this, but I always say, you cannot be a real man.
But they always ask for independent and a woman that's trustworthy. And when you get it, it's like they don't know how to deal with it. I'm quite honest in my relationship.
Really?
You know, yeah. 100%.
But be honest to the point, you're not disrespectful.
I'm not disrespectful.
No, I'm not saying you, I'm saying in general.
I was going to say.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm honest. I will say, like...
But then there's a lot of men out there that they claim they're insecure. Yeah. They claim they want this honesty. But when if a woman was to tell you as a man, I go out on other websites and I do this, I look at this, look at that, it's going to make the man feel more insecure.
Is it?
Yeah. Then honest, it might phase a relationship.
Is that because of age as well? Because as you're older, I think
it's mindset.
Oh, is it?
I don't think it's age. Once you know better, you do better.
Well, it also it depends on people, because I always say, like, there should be an acceptance of different forms of relationships. Yes. And if everyone's just honest, that's what they want to do, we just leave them to it. But I do feel like honesty, certain principles are missing that stop us from doing this. So I always say, like, you was talking about the physical aspect, right? And people just rush into stuff.
I think there's too much rushing for the young people now.
Yeah, that's why I'm big on, like, the mental and spiritual aspects of a relationship too. So I don't just want to mentally interact with you. Yeah. I don't want to just physically interact with you. I want to mentally interact.
You're good sort, in you. Can't you have a good daughter? She's so lovely. She's lovely. Yeah. Isn't it? She's lovely.
And I've made this plan where I know that I'm gonna take this information and wisdom around the world.
Please do. So, Please do, because we need that. So you all heard it here with Reemus, what he's talking about. It's some deep stuff, man. So I'm gonna have a little break. I'm gonna play a tune, yeah. And what we're gonna play first, 1980. We're gonna play this song called 1980 by Estelle. I hope you're enjoying it. We'll be back with Reemus and we'll continue this conversation. There we go. There you go. This is it. You can have a bit for a song. Wow, Reemus, you're something else, isn't you? Misha, Tasia is a good man.
That's it, man.
Are you single, Reemus? Kind of. Look how you got a lie.
Remember, he's still on live.
No, I've got it off.
It's cool. You know, because I'm on live right now.
It's live. They know. Are you Jazzy show. That was still 1980. We've been chatting with Reemus, and I found out something very, very interesting. Reemus, can you let the world and the 154 countries know what you've got?
All right, so we were saying before, right?
Yes.
If you meet someone if you meet anyone, right, just you go up to someone on the street, maybe you meet them from social media.
Yes.
And you say to them, are you speaking to anyone, right?
So for us older ones, what does that mean, speaking? Are you seeing?
Oh, are
does that mean?
Yeah, are you speaking to someone? Are you chatting to someone? Are you, like seeing someone?
Interacting.
Speaking. It could be in any way.
All right, okay.
I'm telling you right here, right now, if you've met a quality man, and he says no, he's lying to you. But this is what I want meant to be held accountable. Because see how you asked me that question?
Yeah.
And I answered it?
You did.
This is where they fell. And this is why what separates you from other men, where you can be real, where you can be honest. She knows no matter what goes on, whatever is going on in his life, I never have to be anxious. A girl with me will never have to be anxious. She's never going to. I'm not like everyone else where, I need to hide my phone, turn it over. You can go through my phone. Anything in there is anything I'm okay being real about.
But you know what is good about you? Because other communities are doing that. There's certain African countries that are doing it with the wives, and everyone knows, that this is my second wife, my third wife, my fourth, and it's their normal. So. And
it goes back down to that what you just said, because you're talking about kind of like plural marriage, really, and polygamy. That is our ancestors' practice. Okay. If I just said that to the ancestors, right, before we came over here and all of this stuff, they'd be like, okay, that's normal. We engage in sisterhood over there. We engage in domestic assistance. We're helping each other. We're assisting each other. Yeah. We're building together. We have a strong man taking care of us, but the women get on. It's not like when you think that's crazy, but then in this society, a man will just be running around smashing this, smashing this, smashing that, smashing this.
No purpose.
He's going abroad to places like Ibiza and Magaluf to do what? To exercise that nature. And that's a mismanagement of his nature. He's not taking care of those women. They're not getting anything out of it apart from the D. Yeah. So what's the point of that?
Yeah, there's no purpose.
Because he doesn't have this understanding, he's taken his nature and he's going abroad. Or he's going to different places, he's going to the club with no purpose. There's no taking care of the woman. She gets nothing out of the deal apart from feeling used after like 5-6 years of dealing with these men. She's gonna feel, I feel used. Where's this man that's gonna take care of me? Yeah.
Wow.
So do you believe this is why men cheat? Because they're not.
You said that with chest, didn't you?
No, I'm just saying.
But here's the thing: he's a man, so he knows. He knows what men are like. That's why he asked it so naturally.
You see, I'm just asking, like, is that why men cheat? Because we're not coercing our natural, we're not doing what we're naturally meant to do.
Here's the thing: if
spread the seed.
And this could be men and women, because it's actually not just women. Yeah. Not just men. Women do this too. I say whatever you want to do, be real about it. Yeah. So honestly, people. What they're going to do, they're going to allow society to force onto them what they're supposed to do. So you meet someone, you're just supposed to speak to them straight away. I'm telling you here right now, that's unrealistic. But if you know the situation, you can feel cool. You can leave or you can stay or whatever. You can build with that person, maybe eventually get there. So, but what happens is they're trying to play to the role which they feel they're supposed to, and then they're going to exercise their nature just behind closed doors. So,
hey, it's the way you just said it there with chest, man. Like, I'm just going to do that just like that. I need a bit of lip gloss. Sorry.
It's better to keep it real than hide behind this wall of lies.
And hearing it from a young person as well, it's even better because a lot of when I say elder, my age group, man, is not going to come and sit here and say that, So
how was it back in like your day?
As in,
oh, you mean when they had like the grandfather would have a family over there?
Yeah.
Because he didn't have social media, so he could have.
There wasn't.
If anything, it was better back in the day than it is now. Now you're more likely to get caught.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're about that life, that is.
But I lost my trail of thought. I was going to say
how was it back in when you were younger? What was you seeing, like marriage and relationships?
We saw more positive things like togetherness. We saw a lot of togetherness. We didn't see so
Was
much.
there a lot of like under the carpet?
Yeah, but as a child, it was. Me saying this now is going to sound like it was normal, but it wasn't. But it was more. It was kind of respectable, even though it was wrong. It was kind of respectable because it wasn't in your face. If that makes sense, it wasn't.
But how is that respect though?
It's not respect.
That's
but,
in it, and this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, man, you pull me up.
Everyone is okay living a lie.
Yeah.
So if like you just said, are you speaking to a couple, right, or speaking to someone?
Yeah.
I would actually say it's more like there's one person in my life that I'm speaking to on that level.
Okay.
Or like on a high level. But at the same time, it's like there's an understanding that if I wanted to speak to, I never said to her, oh, it's just me and you.
Oh.
Yeah. But if I wanted to do that, then I'll do that.
Okay.
But if I don't want to do that, then I won't do that. But what I'm trying to say is everyone is okay just lying and living a lie.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then when you meet someone, you automatically have to just speak to them. That to me doesn't make sense. And it makes sense why you're scared to go through your partner's phone.
Wow. Well, then that's that then,
That
isn't
makes
it?
sense.
Please contact us on 07308 895 668. You can call, text, and WhatsApp. You can also come into the chat room and you can ask Reemus some deep questions. You can also follow us on Facebook, Love the Beat Radio, Twitter at Love the Beat Radio, and Instagram at Love the Beat Radio. Oh my God, food for thought.
How do you find the balance of too much truth matched with disrespect?
Oh.
Because I believe there's certain times you could push boundaries. You could be as open and honest as you can be, but eventually it's going to start to look like you're disrespecting me.
This is why a lot of men are afraid to be honest as well, because women, if you take them out of the fantasy that makes them feel good, you could trigger certain feelings in them, right?
Yeah.
But what I've realized is if you're empathetic, you're caring, you're respectful, they can tell you have good intentions, then it doesn't actually make it a problem when you're very honest. So one thing about me is I talk about these topics, but I don't trigger people as much. I trigger you at first because, to be honest, I want to trigger you a little bit just to open your mind.
Okay.
Just to make you receptive, get your attention.
Yeah.
But after that, you see, okay, there's a truth in what he's saying. Oh wait, he wants the best for me. I don't know all of the listeners at the end of this mic, right?
Yeah.
But I already know I want the best for them, and I know it will come through.
Oh, your parents must be real proud of you, you know? That's nice, huh? Wow. So, okay, on that, so you said you've helped people to embrace healthy relationships. How have you done that?
How have I done
Yeah, how have you done that? Is that only by writing your book or by personally speaking to people or just having a seminar?
Talking about seminars,
Yeah.
I have one coming up. It's
Oh.
called Journey in Divine Union. And it's on February the 5th.
Okay.
It's at 3 p.m.
Where is it? Is it online or?
Good Hotel. That's where it is.
Oh.
If you want to come, code reemus.com/events.
So you can have a live event there, live talk.
Yeah.
That's good, huh?
And we're speaking about the masculine and feminine energies uniting in empowered relationships, which makes it a divine union. Because this is God's plan.
Yeah.
Are you spiritual?
Very spiritual.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have a respect for all religions. They have a great understanding of gender dynamics too. If you look at their religious texts. And what a lot of men and women complain about is actually already in these religious texts. The solution.
You can teach a lot of people a lot of everything, you know. Where were you all these years with young people going around like headless chickens, man?
Yeah.
You know? Because there's a lot of hurt people out there, isn't there? There's a lot of young hurt people
Definitely.
that are doing
Lost.
the same thing, lost, doing the same.
And they're being influenced by the toxic surroundings. Like what they see online or what they see in their family. Their parents might be acting a certain kind of way. So they're just following what they know best.
So do you think parents as well have got to blame as well?
Yeah.
You do?
I
What
believe.
about you, Reemus?
I don't think so because when they were our age, they were the same as us. I really think it's the system's fault.
Yeah, more so.
I don't, because they encourage men and women to hate each other.
Definitely.
They encourage women
Divide.
to say, I don't need a man, I don't need a man.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want a good man?
Oh, I do. Oh, a damn good man. I'll tell you that for now.
Yeah. I don't like saying, I don't need a woman.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy.
But in the world we're living in, that sounds like it's the norm.
Yeah, what I said is crazy to them. If I say, yeah, men and women, you need each other.
We do, yeah.
That's crazy to people.
The thing is, what would be the benefit of breaking up a happy home?
I don't know. Power, most probably. Power.
And like population control, would it be like part of that?
Could
like
be,
they don't want like more reproduction, more.
Yeah, probably.
Well, that's what I don't understand. What's the benefit of breaking up a happy home?
Well, when we're divided, we're easier to control.
Yeah, and manipulate as well.
Yeah. So, and when we're not playing, like if a man needs to, he can't even be a man in his own home, and he has to always kind of be in friction with his woman. He can't focus on empowering himself or empowering his family. And empowered families lead to empowered communities.
Yeah.
And empowered communities lead to empowered countries.
Yeah.
And they're empowering themselves rather than relying on power from the system.
Independent.
You make me think, huh?
When did you start feeling like this? Like how you are now? When was that moment?
That light bulb moment.
That light bulb moment, and said, you know what, I'm going to take my life in a certain direction.
Well,
yeah.
actually,
what happened for you to get there? What was it?
Well, as I said before, I was studying.
Psychology.
The attraction and all of that stuff. But that's really just how to get someone.
Okay.
But I realized when you get someone, you actually have to keep them. That's a whole nother story.
Okay.
So then I started realizing that
But did you know what you didn't want? You knew what you didn't want, isn't it? You knew when you growing up or what have you, you knew that I don't want that.
What do you mean?
You know, like if it's a relationship, or for instance, I don't like white chocolate, so I know that I don't want that. So did you know growing up that this is the route I want to go? I don't want whatever you've seen around. I don't know how your childhood was or anything.
Not really.
No?
Because as I said before, when I started doing my healing and development, then your type changes.
Okay, so have you been hurt?
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
And then when you was hurt, how did you overcome that? Are you still overcoming it?
I've overcome a lot of it, I would say, but what happens is a lot of people don't do the healing because they don't want to just say, I'm actually hurt right now. Especially as a man. Yeah, if you ask me that, as a man, the automatic response for a man, he doesn't want to answer that and say yes. There's a weakness to it. But I think that made me more strong because I can do something that not a lot of people can do. So if you're someone that just can say, I'm actually not in a good position right now, I think that changes you from so many people. So for me, I gave a hard look at myself and said, I need to improve. I can do better.
And were you sorry for things that went wrong within yourself? Were you sorry that maybe you didn't see a situation? How can I put it? Let me make it more easier. So you've been hurt. Have you looked back and said, you know what, I could have made that better? When you read yourself, okay.
But it motivates me to do better. Like, even though I would say I'm a healthy, empowered, masculine leader at this point, I would also say I've done things that like doesn't sit well with who I am today.
Okay.
Yeah. And it bothers me.
Still.
To this day. But I let it go, but it just motivates me to never be
Go
like
back
that
there
again. Yeah.
Okay.
What's your process of healing?
Well, the first thing, you have to be aware. You have to be aware of what you need to change. So a lot of people struggle with accountability and saying, well, it's actually my fault why I'm in this position. Everyone wants to blame this person, blame that partner.
Yes.
But to be honest, whatever you're getting is really just a reflection of yourself. Everything is just a reflection of you. So when you start looking at it like that, it's great because now you can change. So also, you mentioned this before, one of the best things you have to do is reprogram your mind. And one way to do that is affirmations.
That's what I've got here, darling. Yeah, you have to be in love with yourself. Yeah, I think so. You have to love yourself. We always say, but you really truly have to love yourself, you know? And do you love yourself, Reemus?
Yeah, of course.
How much percentage do you love yourself?
To the point of a narcissist.
1,000, you know?
To the point of a narcissist.
Oh, God.
You have to love yourself and you have to remind yourself, like,
who you
little
are.
things, who you are, because you'll get lost in this big, in the bigger scheme of things.
And Remus asked me, he said something to me, he said, what makes me a good person. Because I love myself. I do. Yeah.
Does that make you a good person though?
No, but I truly love every aspect about me.
No, you accept who you are.
Do I accept who I am?
No, that's what you're saying, basically.
Yeah, I accept who I am, and I accept my flaws as well.
Yeah.
And I can.
But do you try and change your flaws?
Have I tried to change?
Yeah. Or do you eat? Because you can accept it and not change, or you can accept it and make an improvement.
I've known my mistakes. So I've looked at it, like you said.
Yeah.
I've looked at it and I've gone back to that space and said, okay,
I could have done this better.
Yeah, I went wrong here, and I put my hands up. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
Not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah.
And they just say, oh, no.
No, it's his fault. It's all, no. Even with his dad, I literally sat down with him and said there were certain things that I done that made the relationship go bad, When I was younger, I was like, nah, it's his fault. He's done this, that. But as I got older, I said, nah, I could have done this better, Yeah.
And the world would be a much better place if everyone takes accountability.
Like that, take accountability, but people are scared. I don't know. People are
I think there's a difference between people that take accountability and, like I said, change, or people that accept what they've done but continue that same behavior. And it's like, what kind of... Is that really accepting accountability if you're just continuing the same
trait? Say, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Reemus? Tell us. You're our guru, so you must.
Now the question would be, why do you think people will do that?
Yeah.
Like, why do you think people accept they've done wrong but don't change?
Because you have to. I don't know if I can say this word, but KILL. You have to do that to the old person, and that is painful to people.
Yeah.
You actually have to rebuild into a new person. So I'll give you an example.
Please do.
See how we was talking about that whole stuff about being honest and men wanting different girls and stuff like that, right? I remember saying to myself, I remember the time I had really got down honesty. So he was saying before, being honest but not making them feel disrespected and stuff like that. I remember when I was being honest about certain beliefs I have, or could be just about, you're talking about effeminate men and stuff like that, and how really deep down, even if a woman denies it, she wants a guy that's a good leader. I remember being able to communicate that to women, and they were just receiving it well. And I remember going to my friends and going, we don't have to lie. We don't have to hide who we are.
Yeah.
You just have to, you can communicate in a certain way. And none of my friends were interested.
No?
You know why? Because they still wanted to lie. And they wanted to lie because I realized what it was. They would have to rebuild into a new person. That's longer.
Let me write that down,
Yeah.
Rebuild into a new person. We thank God for you. You see, young people will teach me as well. Rebuild into a new person.
You have to literally let go of the old person and become a new person. And then that new person's going to make mistakes in terms of, relating to people. And that's just long. You might have just become an expert at lying. You might be a cheater listening to this.
Yeah.
And you're an expert cheater. You know how to hide the messages. You know how to what places to put in. You know how to lock it out. I don't know how to do that stuff. But they know.
Hard work. Yeah.
Like if I said to them, nah, stop lying. A man doesn't lie. That's ridiculous. That concept is ridiculous. He won't want to accept that because he's going to have to let go.
You're the change we need to see. You know that you are the change we need to see. Man, we are the change we need to see. People, this is Reemus and he's the change we need to see. Wow. How old are you if you don't mind me asking?
I don't want to answer.
You don't answer?
I like leaving it to mystery. I like leaving you guessing.
Oh my God.
See, it's funny, I'll be honest about the other stuff.
Yeah, you want to hide up places.
All these contradictions.
Gosh. Anyway, on that note, we're gonna try and play another song, and this is Daft Punk, Get Lucky, and I hope you enjoy it. This is definitely gonna play. Hold on a minute. If I was back in my youth and a man spoke to me like that, I'm attracted to you because I'm looking for you to be that. Welcome back to the Goddess Jazzy Show. Oh my God, I'm having such a great show today. And Remus has to come back because this is just a touch of it, you know. And we've just been talking about relationships in men, women, and something he said that's just gonna really go with me for a long time. When a man is attracted to you, how he looks at you, not just how you look, the things he's looking for. I like it.
The intimate details.
The intimate details, isn't it? I like it. Where was he back in the 80s? Cough, cough. I'm just saying. Okay, back to you, Remus. So, man, you're very interesting. Very, and you know. And this conversation is not just for the young people. It's also for us elders, you know, us past our time. But yeah, you can learn something from this without a doubt, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were saying before,
Yes.
like just touching on what you said, it's also for older people, younger people. Doesn't matter who you are. But one thing that I see that kind of stops people from wanting to work on themselves or wanting to just understand how relationships work is that a lot of the content on the internet is just kind of puts you down.
Yes.
So what I mean by that is, let's say you are an older woman.
Yeah.
You might
I
hear
am proud.
you might hear a lot of content that kind of makes you feel bad about that.
Oh.
So rather than just saying, okay, like how can a person who's more mature or older, how can she embody or increase her attractiveness? You might scroll on the internet and just see someone saying you're finished.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Which-
Your time is over.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, we were touching on Kevin Samuels. What I liked about him is that he was able to be truthful and he was able to be raw. But then on the other side, it's like, when you are so raw, is it to help the person or is it, or do you have an understanding that they will receive it and be helped? Because you could have the intentions of helping, but you don't deliver the message correctly.
Yeah.
And,
Messenger.
yeah, so I think he's someone that probably did have very good intentions, R.I.P. But
Definitely.
I didn't know much about him, to be honest.
yeah, but the thing about him is he caused the stir because he was telling people to basically stay in your lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't
And that
aim
makes-
too high.
Don't aim too high.
Yeah.
So just stay.
Know where you're at. Like, your level in life, the amount of money that you earn, whatever, stay within that
So don't
range.
try and aim anything.
Don't aim high.
Oh, you're joking.
And if you try and be confrontational, he'll
Yeah.
just lock you off the line.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I think it's good because there were some people in the show that was like
Some people needed it.
They needed
Yeah.
it.
Oh dear.
And maybe if they wasn't confrontational, he wouldn't have been like controversial.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe it's a good because he went viral.
Yeah.
But at the
Wow.
same time, the message that got put out was it kind of got skewed,
Okay.
and it was more like like if a woman was hearing it, she would just go, "I don't like him." But we don't want that. We want information and wisdom.
Yeah.
We want people to hear it and be like, okay, that can help me. I want to. We don't want them searching too much to have to look for it because then
Yeah.
that leaves out a lot of the population. We want them to receive it, and it's like, yeah, I can use that.
can
So no
use
matter
that.
who you are, man, woman, young, old, you're Christian, you're Muslim, whatever it is, you can in what you value and what you want, you can do the work to make the chances of you getting it higher.
Lord have mercy.
That's the main message.
I tell ya, my goodness me. Wow. So you can contact us on Love the Beat Radio, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Call on 07308 895 668. And I'm here with my lovely guest Remus. He's been teaching me some gems, as the young people say, and honestly, I've really picked them up and I've received it. I'll tell you that for nothing. So. Should I get into my... Yes, I might. So, Remus, before we go back to our talk, I want to just break it up a little bit and ask you some affirmation questions. So, I'm going to throw this at you.
Okay.
Today, I'm grateful for what? What are you grateful for today?
Today I'm grateful for being able to wake up and to walk, because somewhere around the world someone can't walk and we don't even value just these little things. I'm grateful for my eyesight. I'm grateful for the fact that I can speak,
Yeah.
have clean water to drink. You know, I'd love to be in a warmer country, but at least I have shelter.
Yes.
So that's you have to think about it. But yeah, I'm grateful for life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Misha, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for a fresh start, because every day is going to be different to my yesterday. I'm grateful for you.
Oh, thanks.
I'm grateful. Yeah. Grateful for my woman, life, love. Yeah, I'm grateful for everything.
Good.
What about you?
What am I grateful for? Oh gosh, I'm grateful for health that I've got. I'm grateful for you as well. I'm grateful for Remus. Lord have mercy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're learning a lot.
Yeah, we are really, to God, you know. Yeah, I'm grateful for all those things. I'm grateful as well. I'm very, very grateful that Remus has woken up early to come here today, you know, because, yeah, it takes a lot for someone to come to a stranger and not know them and everything. So I'm grateful for that, without a doubt. So the next question is, today will be great because, Remus.
Today will be great because I have ambition and I can make it so.
Look at you. Today will be great because.
Today will be great because I'm trying to utilize my full potential.
Oh, lovely.
What about you?
Today will be great because.
And we're going gym.
Oh yes, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
we're going gym later.
We're going gym afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mum and son gym. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, and this one, I like who I am because.
Because I'm always improving, and I have belief in myself.
Jeez. Sorry. I wonder if he's the son that I had in my head. Maybe. Maybe this might be your brother. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe somehow.
I don't know, man.
Obviously. And Mishak, I like who I am because.
I'm not who I'm not.
And who aren't you?
I wouldn't know because I'm not that person.
Well, all right then. Thank you.
What about you, Mom?
I like who I am because I'm the usual. I'm a strong black woman. No, I've overcome my trauma. I've dealt with my trauma, and I've overcome it. And I hope whatever I'm pushing out there, someone will receive it. Those are Remus's word, the receiving.
Definitely. Yeah. What was that quote that you said earlier?
Yes, no, just
reiterate it.
Yes. Let go of the old person and rebuild into a new person.
Amen.
Yes. Liberated without limits. That's who I am. Just be on my profile later. Right, Remus, another one. I am powerful because.
I am powerful because I'm mentally strong. I'm spiritually healthy. And I'm divinely blessed.
Lord have mercy. I'm powerful because.
I'm powerful because I'm black and beautiful. Simple.
Fabulous, right?
What about you, Mum?
I'm. What was the question again? I was so into.
I'll ask it to you.
You asked it to me. I was so wrapped up with him. Oh God. Oh dear.
I'm powerful because
I believe I've helped a lot of people out there on the journey. And especially the journey that I've been walking through for the last, 18 years? Is it 18?
Or
16?
Yeah.
16 years?
16. Yeah.
I think I'm an example, and I've made my.
You're a living example.
Yeah, I'm a living example
of power.
Of power.
Yeah. That's very powerful.
Yeah. So enough of those. I'll do the rest afterwards. Let's get back into this. This is your show today, so let's get back into it. Remus, teach us some more gems, please. So on your
bio,
you have said you sparked much dialogue about relationships, on the issues of modern dating. Yes, so we touched on that, isn't it? Modern dating. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, yeah, sorry. You touched on modern dating.
Yeah.
So you're having a seminar soon on the 4th of February, you said?
5th of February.
Sorry, the 5th of February.
Yeah, so 5th of February.
And how do people get in contact with you to come and see you?
Get involved.
Get involved with it, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to come, just go to my website, code reemus, REEMUS. Okay. So code REEMUS.com/events, and it'll be there. But the tickets are on Eventbrite.
Eventbrite, okay, yeah. Lovely. And everyone knows how to get onto Eventbrite.
So it's a 2-hour discussion, which I'll be leading as a seminar. And then after, we get a chance to hang out, connect, because I'm also bringing people together that are interested in this subject. Because when I do one-on-ones, a lot of people say to me, they say, you're literally the only person I can speak to about this stuff, because I can't speak to my friend about how to be more of my feminine energy or, you know, and so on. But now we're connecting and, you know, building a community.
That's really, really good. We need you. We need you. And you need to be going more and more places, not just there. You need to, I want to see you everywhere. You know what I mean? Everywhere. Yeah, I give that to you. I want you to see you everywhere. Honestly.
Who's your inspirations?
Well, when I was younger, I was
people
really,
that you looked up to.
Yeah, I was into boxing.
Yeah.
And who got me into boxing was Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Oh.
And I would hear Mike Tyson speaking, because when he was younger, he was extremely, like, his mindset was extremely inspirational. But the person who had taught him that mindset was his mentor, his teacher, and his name was Customado. And that was the first kind of example I got of a mindset that is so respectable that it inspires you. So, like, for him, he was this white old Italian guy.
Yes.
But he used to take kids right off of the street into his home to help school them.
Yes.
Let's say they're going through stuff. Like with Mike Tyson, he had lost, he had been arrested like 38 times before he was 13. And the reason he was put on that path was because of this man. And this man had his principles set, like he would die before compromising his principles. So back then, you know, in terms of
compromising principles, so I have to write that one down.
Back then, in terms of racism and stuff, they tried to discourage him from taking care of the black fighters and so on. He's like, no, I don't believe in that. I don't care. The mafia at the time wanted to threaten him, shut him down. He's like, no, I'm sticking by my principles. You're gonna have to get rid of me. And that is a big part of being a man, which goes back to the honesty thing and all of this stuff, when you can be the living embodiment of truth, where you say, these are my principles, nothing is swaying me from that.
That's it.
Sorry.
That's it. That's the best inspirational answer I've heard.
I'm telling you, I'm so engrossed. I'm just, everything's going in my head. I'm thinking, I should have had that back then. I should have done this forward. Okay.
And this is what we want. We don't. We want a generation of men that are like that, and that's the purpose of the message. I want women to understand that their femininity is not their weakness; it's their greatest power. I want men to understand that you're not toxic. You're actually necessary. Your masculinity is necessary, strong. It helps us feel safe, secure. It adds a sense of stability. You know, a lot of families have chaos. Why? Because the father's missing. You know, and we need you, because we need you to bring stability to the whole community. That's how important you are.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. Oh my God.
Why do you think women refuse to see that value in men, that side in men?
I think the first people that kind of sparked that change was the system, because they understand how to cause dysfunction, to keep us messed up, keep us fighting. Why would they want us to be united? They want us to be divided because they want us to keep fighting. They want us to be at each other's throat. And then you don't realize the best teammate you have is your counterpart. But then after that, what happens is men and women, we really start believing in this stuff. So a man doesn't, you know, if you're a young guy, you start thinking that there's something wrong with your nature and who you are and so on, but that's absolutely not true. So now you can't have the principles that I'm talking about, because you can't even express yourself as a man. You can't be proud of yourself. And then now he relates to a woman from that aspect. And she can sniff weakness out. She can sniff when you don't have that strength in you. She's gonna hurt you. And then he gets hurt. And he's like, he was nice to her. Let's say he gets hurt because he's missing some of the principles I'm talking about. Then he's like, I need to be a mean guy. I need to be mean to keep her keen. I need to be the toxic boy. Stay toxic, stay toxic. That's what they say. You don't need to stay toxic. That's a disrespect to your natural powers. That's a disrespect to what's already within. You don't need to be toxic. You can just be divine. You can be mature. You can actually be nice to girls. It's okay.
So basically, treat your trauma first before you, because I think once you're hurt, you just keep hurting, isn't it?
Hurt people.
Yeah, so you keep on doing. So deal with your trauma. As soon as it gets you, just hit it in the bud. try your best to deal with it, counselling, talk to someone and everything, and then move it on.
And accept when you're alone.
Except when you're
alone. Even if you're in a relationship and you break up through turbulent times or whatever, a lot of people will just try and move on quick.
Yes.
Have that time by yourself. Figure out who you are. Figure out what I've done wrong, what I could do better.
Yeah.
Don't just jump at the first chance to, because it's temporary. Everything that you're going to do quick is very temporary. So sit back and accept the time you're alone. Know who you are.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Tune with yourself, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Be in tune with yourself. Yeah.
It's empowering. And then when you say, oh, why don't girls see those value in guys and stuff? Well, if you're that type of guy, she will definitely see it because she's never encountered it before. She's never. So, of course, she's going to cling on to it.
Yeah, but by saying that, some will cling on to it, and some will abuse it as well. I believe... Don't you think though, Misha, when you think of it?
What, some women?
Yeah, they will abuse that goodness from a young man.
Yeah.
You think?
It's impossible.
You think?
The masculine sets the structure of the feminine molds and reacts to it. If she's able to do that...
What if she's been influenced elsewhere?
She can't do that with a strong man. It's impossible. He's going to influence
alpha.
her. She will reflect him.
Okay.
It's impossible. She can be influenced, for sure.
Big time.
But she cannot do something to him which he doesn't allow.
It's true, he won't stand for it. So you can try and act shaky, but just know, me as an alpha male, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know the real. I'm not going to let you get away with what you feel like you can. And it's up to her at that point to either deal with this alpha male or go and get someone that's you can control.
Oh, but we also have to talk about, that word can be triggering for some people.
Yes.
Alpha. So it goes back to what you're saying.
Yeah.
You don't want the type of guy who just tells you what to do for the sake of telling you what to do just because he's a man.
Oh, yeah.
You want someone that's
with
leading
a purpose.
Yeah, I
from
want
a
you to be
place of
productive.
goodness.
You know? Yeah.
And if he's that type of person, you don't mind listening
And I don't
to
want a
his
jealous
guidance.
man neither. I want someone to empower. I don't want somebody who's jealous.
Yeah.
Because what does that mean?
Well, when you're jealous.
When a man's jealous and you're in a relationship and a man's jealous with you. It doesn't make sense.
Insecure. It's just
And then
straight insecurity.
I can't, as I say, breastfeed you to make you any better, can I?
Then that's when, remember I was saying earlier, that's when you need to be alone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not everyone deserves to be in a relationship.
Oh.
Some people need to actually... Being single is alright.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel like the
That's
influences from social media and online, I need to be with someone 24/7. If they see me by myself, they feel like I've lost it. I'm less than I am. I'm vulnerable. All this stuff. No. Accept the position in life that you're at.
Yeah, that's powerful.
You know what I mean?
That's powerful. Yeah.
So here's another question. Why do you think a lot of people, I'm not going to say women, will deal with narcissistic men or women? Why are they dealing with that?
It's their vibrational match. As I said, it's your reflection. It doesn't mean mentally you want that. You don't. But on a subconscious level, that's what you're going for because you don't have the understanding of all of these things that I'm telling you about. So it is actually a very big thing about what I was going to talk about on Sunday.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry, people.
Yeah, listen.
It's okay because, when you have a better understanding of what is happening underneath the surface in terms of attraction, now you can control it. You understand where you need to heal.
Yeah.
So literally this last week, a girl, she messaged me saying, I can't thank you enough because I never knew why I kept attracting certain people and now I know why. And that's the power of this information and wisdom.
Look at that.
And that is the purpose, to help people.
Yeah.
That's really good, isn't it?
Powerful.
Very powerful. So we're going to have another break and I'm going to play another song. And this one is called Novocaine by Frank Ocean.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to hear this and I hope you enjoy. See, people, I'm now playing younger music. Last week I was playing my type of music.
Thanks to who?
That's the Mr. Beach up there.
Exactly. I'll be back next week.
Yeah. This young music. Here we go. Supposed to be hosting and answer the questions, but you're just like, man, I'm telling you, I'm just in another world with this man, and I can't wait for him to come back because there's still more to get, to be honest, you know.
We definitely got to go to the cinema, the seminar.
Yeah. Where did you say it was held again?
It's in Royal Victoria Dock in Good Hotel. That's the name of it.
We've been there.
Royal Dock. Is that like Greenwich?
It's like near Custom House.
Oh yeah. On the DLR. It's a DLR route.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to my affirmations. I hope you don't mind. Right. So, Remus, I choose to live my life from a place of understanding and serenity. Tell me about it.
Say that again?
I choose to live my life from a place of understanding and serenity. Tell me about it.
Okay, so I actually like that word you use, understanding.
Yeah?
That is, when you work on balancing the feminine energy, you become a very understanding person. I think that's one thing that's missing too.
Tell your mum that she has to share you with me as a mother to a mother, please. Okay, Mishak, I choose to live my life from a place of understanding and serenity. Why? You want me to read it again?
Yeah, read it again.
I choose to live my life from a place of understanding and serenity.
Is that like a rhetorical question?
No. It's just a question it's just an affirmation.
Affirmation?
Yeah.
I accept it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You don't explain it. Okay.
No,
I'm asking you, how do you choose to live your life? So this is the question I'm giving you. I choose to live my life from a place of understanding and serenity. So you explain to me, how do you live
how do I live my life through understanding and serenity?
Yeah.
Is there any key things?
I was gonna say, I could say, just to be someone who likes to receive.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Somewhat the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how I learn. That's how I get better. Like through receiving, like criticism or opinions or whatever. I like hearing stuff to make me be a better person.
Lovely.
So.
Okay. You ain't got no time to ask me. I'm asking you.
No, wait. Yeah. Okay. Go on. Next question.
Right. Remus, I am courageous. Tell me about it.
I'm courageous. I'm strong. One of the affirmations I actually do is I wake up and I say, my mind is a mountain, because that's for mental stability. I say my heart is on fire for ambition. I'm healthy. I'm strong. And that makes me feel courageous.
Wow.
I like that.
I'm courageous. You can't make his one either.
I know. I was going to rearrange the words. I'm courageous because I'm blessed, black, and highly favored.
Wow. Well, all right then. That's that then. Okay.
Poet.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to go through this. Wait, before I keep going through this affirmation, do you mind these affirmations, Remus? Or if you got some, do you want to add anything more? We still got half an hour.
I like those ones.
You like it? Yeah. Right. I'm going to, don't look at this book, because I don't need to nick it to write into your...
You know, Mum, before we go into, what's your... what's your opinions on marriage?
Yeah.
I think...
Do you agree with it? Do you feel it's necessary?
I think the system has taken something which should be amazing, and they've kind of tainted it. This society is not one that's aligned with nature, and it's not one that's aligned with, the highest expression of spirituality also, or even religion. So they take it and they taint it. But I think when we think of marriage as a spiritual union, that's a great thing. Yeah. That's what I think.
I definitely agree. Like, I used to be against marriage when I was very young.
Very.
But as I've got older and matured, and I start to see like the value and like more insight into the whole union, it's like more of a spiritual connection.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. But it's just trying to convince your other half that let's be spiritually bonded. Let's not be contractually bonded. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
You can explain anything to a woman, though. I feel like if you just do it in the right way, if she understands how it benefits her, and she trusts you, because women are very adaptive anyway. That's how you get in situations where every girl knows this. You've been with a guy and he was spinning you a bunch of BS, and you're like, you look back and like, how did I believe that? It's because you're very moldable, and that's a good thing because you're adaptive. You're able to see things from a perspective of openness, more in tune with imagination and all of that stuff. But it does go back to, this is why it's good to teach this stuff, so you have control over it.
Nice, Remus. We love you already. Now, listen, guys. I have 1 to 59 affirmations.
Yeah.
And out of the 1 to 59, I want you to choose 5 numbers. Slowly. What's your first number?
So out of 59, choose 5.
5. You said it with chess. Okay. You sure? Good. I will always show kindness and seek guidance. Tell me about a situation.
I will always seek kindness. Oh, this is easy for me, because you know when you're online, you're putting out your thoughts, or you might be, get a lot of attention, you will naturally attract haters. Or just people who are relating to you from a hateful place within themselves.
So have you received that?
A lot of the time, but this is why I say I drown it out. So people in my community will literally say we have the most positive community on TikTok in terms of the chat section, because if you come with negativity, I'll drown you with love.
Okay.
I'll drown you with understanding. You can say, I don't agree with that. I'll go, tell me why. I want to know your perspective. And all of a sudden, it's hard for them to hate.
Because they feed off it.
Yeah.
Feed off it.
So when you don't get into it.
Okay.
No matter what you say, I want the best for you anyway. You could be like, I hate you so much. I still want the best for you.
Come give me a hug.
Okay. What's your number, Mishak? I'm going to go between the both of you.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Yeah. The divine number.
This is definitely you. You ready?
Yeah, go on.
I love myself.
You see? Yeah. I knew it.
Tell me about it.
Perfect for you.
Tell me why.
Should I tell you a scenario?
Yeah, tell me what makes you love yourself.
What makes me love myself is the reassurance from others. What makes me love myself is that I'm confident in my own skin. Like, I don't need any outside opinion or outside source to reassure who I am.
Okay.
Because I am who I am. And I think the only reassurance I listen to is possibly from you. And you judge me the most. Like, whether it be positive or negative, Mishak, that hoodie's too tight, that hat don't look good on you. A lot of things. The jeans are too skinny, all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay. Alright. So the hardship from young.
But you know it's coming from
I know it's come,
Okay, good.
I probably accept your criticism of me the most. And that's kind of molded me, same word you use, molded me into me being as confident as I am.
Nice.
So
I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Your next number, please, Remus.
27.
27. He said it just like that. Okay, good. I am kind, loving, and patient to myself. Tell me something about it.
Being kind, loving, and patient to yourself.
To yourself, yeah.
Is about accepting yourself, accepting where you're at, but understanding that with belief, you can get to any place within that you want. So this was a very big thing for me when I was starting my development journey, because I had to be those things. I used to say to myself, I don't trust myself, which is one of the most hurtful things your spirit can hear.
Yeah.
But I had to give myself understanding, patience, and so on. And with that patience, it's funny, when you're patient, you start progressing much more quicker. And that's what happened for me.
That's good.
I like that.
That's good. What's your next number, please, Mishak?
23.
23. My past has no bearing on my present or future.
Because I've learnt from my experiences. Like me, I'm someone that you can either learn from someone's experience, or you can either learn through your own experience. And I believe if you're wise enough, you'll watch someone else's success or failures and learn from that, rather than actually go through it yourself.
Okay.
So I feel like, what was the question?
The question was, my past has no bearing on my present or future.
Yeah, so because I've learned from past other people's experiences, I know what not to do and what to do.
Okay.
So I know how to kind of navigate my future. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, lovely. Remus, your next number, please.
Number 3.
Number 3. I find comfort in the simple things. Tell me about it.
I find comfort in the simple things, because...
What do you find comfort in?
Well, I think the first thing I find comfort in is myself. So I'm okay just being by myself.
Yeah.
You can put me in the desert, the forest, the jungle, the middle of the ocean. Me and my spirit will be company enough.
Yeah.
But with that, then I can go out and say, let me get more, because I still want to be abundant.
Okay.
And the person I am, if I have ambition, then I want to couple it with being able to attain everything I want. But I do think it should come from a place of you're okay with yourself. Yeah.
Nice answer. Misha, your next number, please.
Number 1.
Number 1. You best answer this one correct. I am truly loved.
I'm truly loved.
Yes.
I'm truly loved because I hear it every day.
Yeah.
I feel it. I'm truly loved because I show love. I give as much love as I want to receive. So I feel like, not that I expect anything from anyone or whatever, but just me being me attracts all this kind of good energy and good love from close ones and whatnot. So I think just me giving out what I want to receive is why I feel loved.
Nice answer. Reemus, your next number, please.
23.
23. You can't go for 23.
Yeah, I just use that one.
I saw it in the chat. 11.
11. I offer guidance to myself and those close to me. Huh.
I offer guidance to myself and those close to me.
But you're going to be offering guidance at the at your seminar.
Yeah,
definitely.
Sure.
One, yeah.
I think guidance is very important, because what's the point of trying to do things by yourself if someone else can help get you to the next level? And it goes back down to community. Humans are social packed animals. We do better with networking. We do better with connecting. We do better if someone can help you get to the next level. And I think that's also missing in relationships too, because like when a girl says, I don't want a man to lead, well, you've just missed out on the opportunity to hold the standard by having the type of guy who you could trust to guide you somewhere. And if I also appreciate my woman, like you're saying, don't just tell her what to do and that's it. I want to appreciate her perspective, because perhaps there's some things that she can help guide me with.
Definitely.
And that goes back down to divine union. That's what we'll be speaking about on Sunday.
Divine union. Lord have mercy. The paper ain't even run out. Divine union. I like that. Can you write that in my Mother's Day card? So just ask
Yeah, I will, man. I will.
Thank you. Right, what's your next number?
You said up to what, 59?
Yeah, up to 59.
Number 59.
Ooh, okay, this is beautiful. Life changes and I enjoy every twist and turn. Tell me about it.
Life changes and I enjoy every twist and turn.
So has your life changed that you're enjoying what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like,
Tell us about it.
Just things change. Like, change is a part of life. So you can either accept it or you can rebel.
Are you looking forward to your birthday, which will make you be another change of age?
You keep bringing it up, so I'm trying to still enjoy the age I'm at now, but you keep bringing it up.
I get older.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Like, I'm enjoying everything. I'm enjoying the full process, man.
Yeah.
Good, bad, ugly, whatever. Okay. I'm enjoying all of it. Like, change is gonna happen regardless. Like I said, you can't fight it. You can't run. Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
So I just deal with it.
Cool. Reemus, your next number, please, love.
What's the next number? 41.
41. What a beautiful one. This moment is a gift. I honour it with full attention. So it says, this moment is a gift. I honour it with full attention. Tell me about it.
When you think about it, the only thing we have is the present moment. So a lot of people dwell on the past, they worry about the future. That's one very big thing that I learned on my spiritual journey. You only have the present moment. And when you just say to yourself, I'll do the best with what I can in this present moment, and that's all you focus on, it takes away a lot of worries.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Remember I told you, when you think too far in the future or too far ahead, that's when you start, anxiety kicks in.
Ah, okay.
So it's best to live in the moment. So I fully agree.
Yeah.
Nice. Now I'm going to throw this question out. So both of you. Firstly, you, Reemus.
Okay.
If there's one thing on this earth you could change, what would it be and why?
For me, it would be if every man and woman on the planet could understand that you're supposed to be teammates with the opposite side.
Wow. You must be love, yeah. God, I'm so weak with love. God help me. Misha, what would be the one thing you'd like to change?
One thing I'd like to
on
change
this earth, yeah, just one.
would
And
be
why?
possibly understanding.
You want to change that?
Yeah, I believe
Because?
like people need more understanding. A lot of people are very defensive and they choose to be ignorant in certain kinds of situations because it don't pertain or relate to them. But once you understand and you're mindful of what someone else is going through or someone else has been through, you kind of not tread lightly, but you kind of adapt to their circumstance, and you can kind of, you can
cater your approach.
Cater your approach differently. Because a lot of people, that's why they say the good guy always finishes last.
Okay.
Because like you're trying your best not to appease to anyone, but you're trying your best to be the best person you can. Okay. And for whatever reason, they're not seeing that. So you're hurting yourself and they're hurting you by not showing you that you're being the best person you are. So literally just understand more.
Understand more. Lovely. And now, Reemus, if you're stuck on an island on the desert that you said you don't mind being with you in your spirit, what's the 3 main things you'd bring? And think about it strategically. Yes. Don't just say any and anything. Think about it. You're stuck. There's no way of...
No, you need to... What kind of island?
Yeah, desert island.
A desert.
Yeah,
so
desert
I'm stuck
island.
on the island. I just got stranded
You
there.
just got stranded.
There.
No, you just got stranded. I just dropped you off. I said, right, Reemus later. Bye. Dropped you there. That's it. What are the 3 things you'd want to bring on that island, and why?
The first thing I'd bring, for sure, is submission to the divine and surrendering.
Jeez.
So I already know. All I need to do is ask him. All I need to do is tune in and just ask for guidance.
Okay.
And I would just tune in to myself. Okay, from there, I know I'm divinely protected.
Okay.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
What an answer, man.
Whatever happens, happens. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
I like that.
I can't even counteract that one, honestly. Okay, so that's your first, what you'll bring. So what's the second?
The second thing is I would look for shelter. That's very important.
Yep.
I think that's one thing we kind of take for granted
We do.
in this day.
Big time.
You don't just think, you know what? Imagine life without buildings. Just imagine life.
Imagine being homeless.
Exactly.
Sometimes I think to myself, what if I'm that homeless person? You know? Yeah.
Yeah, and even just your home looking nice does a lot for your mind.
Yeah.
So it just shows the power of having shelter.
So that's your second thing.
So that would help me be in a logical, stable state. That's the reason why I'm saying it. And the third thing of course, is I've got to look for food.
I thought you were going to say a woman's going to get the belt.
I mean, that's maybe the 6th thing. After I'm good.
Okay, great. Meshach, what's the 3 things you'd bring on a desert island? So I've just dropped you there. Boom.
Yeah.
What is the 3 things? Now think about it. Think of it strategically. Now you heard Remus's one. He said he looked for divine sitting. What about you?
Okay. Okay, a knife.
Okay.
So I want to cut down fruit. But you said what? Desert island.
Desert island. So there's nothing.
So just sand and heat.
Yeah, like Sahara. Let's just say the Sahara Desert then.
Okay.
So you still going with the knife? Are you changing?
No, I don't need a knife.
Okay.
Because there's not no animals or anything.
Okay, so what's the first 3 things? Survival. Remember, it's about survival as well.
You know what? A CD player.
And how you going to play that? How are you going to play that?
Like, through the divine.
Nothing can beat that. Nothing can beat what he said, you know. It's just like, what?
Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
I don't know what I bring, but I'll bring, like, I need a woman for company.
But what if you argue? And what if you fall out?
You ain't gonna argue when
you're not gonna argue when you're in the middle of nowhere.
No, you're stuck. Let's just get this correct. You're stuck. One little argument, you're stuck.
Right.
You understand?
But it's a big.
Appreciate each other.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to.
We have to appreciate each other.
Where you gonna go?
You can't go nowhere. It's like I just see you. You walk off, I see you. Like,
okay, so you bring in the woman.
I bring a woman.
One? Oh, you said the CD. How are you gonna play that? Remember, I only said.
I know.
Things.
Okay.
So if it's just a CD, you can't have batteries. So you need to fix strategically.
Okay, a woman.
Yes.
A Bible.
And why are you bringing the woman? Oh, the Bible. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
The woman would be for company.
Okay.
And we can kind of think of a solution how to kind of navigate out this.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think if it was another man that I brought, ego would get involved. We'll probably fight and whatnot.
You're trying to be the leader of
yeah, exactly. I'm like, bro, you need to do this. No, you need to do this.
Okay.
And it's like, nah, it's not worth it. So a woman brings that balance.
The Bible,
because I believe every time you read it, you kind of notice different things that you didn't see previously when you read it. And you got time to read it.
Yeah.
So that will kind of keep your mind at peace, keep your mind at ease.
All right. The third one?
I want to say music, but I don't know how to play it.
How are you going to play it?
I don't know. Because music is like my therapy, innit?
Yeah. I think it's everybody's therapy.
Everybody's therapy.
There's no colour to it. There's no nothing to it. Okay.
The third thing
What's
would
the third
be...
thing? Think strategic. So you got a woman Bible. Listen.
And that sounds a bit bad, doesn't it?
Reemus is one. Nothing can beat that, Mishak. This is the thing about it. He said it. Oh, time's up.
Good boy. Yeah, just them two then.
Just them two.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, okay, we've got another 7 minutes. So now I'm just going to, just another 2. Right, Reemus, this one is for you again. I choose to treat each day as a gift. Tell me about it.
Just anything that comes to mind?
Yeah. How does that fit for you? I choose to treat every day as a gift.
Well, it goes back to what I was saying when I feel like I have gratitude for just being able to wake up. Yes. I do not like the feeling of ending the day, feeling like I didn't appreciate it, I wasted it. I want to go through the day. One of the things I say to myself is, in your day, start it empty of knowledge, full of energy and end it empty. But in your knowledge, start it empty and end it full. And what I mean by that is like I want to do the most to just get the best out of the day, keep learning, keep growing, observe, read, watch a video that's educational, just some sort of thing that makes me feel like, okay, I learned something today.
Okay, it's beautiful. And you, Mishak?
Say that again, sir?
I choose to treat each day as a gift.
Just by appreciating where I'm at and acknowledging where I want to go.
Lovely. And the last one is, my heart is full of love. Reemus. Well, your heart is, isn't it? Because you've got the 2 of them. So go on, tell us about it.
My heart is full of love because it feels better.
Yeah.
You know? Just like I said, if someone gives any level of hate to me, just because you decided to have hate, does not mean I decide to have that too.
Such a good way of being, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like you might be driving and you get road rage because of someone else's actions. I don't want to be dragged into a state of negativity because someone else decided.
Yeah.
You know? I just respond to it with kindness, love, just because it feels better. Why not?
Yeah. And you're actually fueling their fire by responding to their negativity. Wow. You're making them feel better because they're trying to draw you out. Yeah. They're trying to draw you in their world. That's why a lot of people don't like, you see, like certain people, they don't like when people are overly happy. It's because they're miserable with inside. It's like, why are you always happy? Why are you always smiling? Why are you angry that I'm happy? It's because you're miserable inside.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. And my heart, so did you answer that? No, I'm confused now. Did I? My heart is full of love.
Yeah,
Mum, you know what? Close the book.
Yeah, that's it.
Reemus, have you got any questions for us?
Yes, have you? Yes.
Reemus.
Oh, Reemus.
No,
Sorry.
What do you call him?
Huh?
What do you call him?
I said Reemus.
Reemus.
Yeah, sorry.
That's so good.
Yes,
yeah, you see?
The question I have for you guys then could be, what do you feel like you could take to progress as a woman in this next month, say, or you as a man?
could I take to?
Or what's one thing you would want to work on?
What about myself or
just but things that other women could
what
relate
other women
to.
could?
I know I'm working on my mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah, and becoming more patient. I definitely believe like patience is what I'm not what I'm lacking, but I definitely need to improve on. I'm not a hothead or nothing like that, but it's like there's a short time where I could just trigger, like there could be any trigger. So I'm definitely working on my mental health, which a lot of men kind of refuse to acknowledge. But yeah, my mental health, patience, loving more, stability, and just becoming a better version of myself. Yeah, because with me, I find it hard to I'm my hardest critic. So, and the reason why that is because I know my full potential. You get what I'm saying? It's like climbing up a mountain, but you just keep going down. The higher you climb, the more you keep going down. Yeah. That's how I feel.
That's powerful.
Yeah. What about you, man?
Oh, now I'm thinking, what do I want to... I think I want to be the best grandma I can be to my grandbabies.
Amen.
Yeah. I want to be the best grandma. I still want to be able to get up and cook a ball with them and jump up and down or whatever else, So
definitely.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I love that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
it's definitely been a great show.
It's been really, really good. But how have you enjoyed yourself today?
I've enjoyed it here.
And I hope you will come back, because if you don't, I'm going to run you down. So I want my book.
Yeah, and she will.
I will. I'll be inboxing you. Yeah, you remember me? Where's my book?
Yeah.
You must, because we have to come back with more, because this is amazing. Yeah. I'm literally lost for words. Normally, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Normally, I'm like this, but you've just been so
inspiring.
Yeah, and like food, you're just so muchy.
Yeah, so much, like you're giving so much.
So much that it's just so fulfilling me. You know what I mean?
Mental nutrient.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah. It's really, really good. It's clear. It's concise. It's level-headed. It's all of that. Yeah, I'm proud of you. Tell your mum I'm proud. Oh God, I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Where can people find your books?
Yes.
Oh, so my first book is called Healing the Feminine Energy. It's on Amazon, and I have another book coming up. Wow. It's called Nurturing Your Feminine Energy. So I am doing a series it's a femininity series at first, and then I'm going to do the masculine one.
Look at you. And you're so humble with it, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to look on Amazon now and like it. You see? I'm going to look on Amazon now.
Yeah, wait for my one. You can look on that, wait for my
one now.
No, it's amazing. And I want it signed as well, reemus. In case when you get rich, man, you know me. Put it on eBay. No, not really.
No, it's supposed to be a gift for you.
Yes. No, I'm not going to put it on eBay, really, but just sign it.
Yeah, one last question. Where are you looking to take your whole brand? How far are you looking to...
He has to take it far. You must go to all across the...
Is it going to be worldwide? Is it going to be...
I want to, but because I'm seeing, like, if I go live, right, people from the different parts of the world tune in, they will say, come to Trinidad, come to America, come to Canada, come to Brazil, come to South Africa.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't this message be very powerful for many people, no matter where you are? So I'm going to start doing events in London, as I said, like the one coming up.
Yes.
Is actually my first one on this topic.
What day is that on? Is that a weekend day?
Sunday, yeah.
It's on Sunday. You working Sunday?
Is it this Sunday?
The 5th.
Sunday, 3 p.m.
The 5th. He said the 5th was Sunday. And I've got first day that day.
Off of my...
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Till 5 p.m. and then after's like the networking meetup and stuff like that. But you know, regardless, we're gonna keep doing events anyway.
Yeah.
And then I'll take it on tour, because a lot of speakers like, why wouldn't this message be just as important or empowering as many other speakers that are already out there?
True.
And you're a young person with it as well. That's a great advantage, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because you're speaking...
You're relatable.
You're
definitely relatable.
So people can relate to it. Because I can tell a young guy, look, you want to get everything that you want out of a relationship, you don't have to use and abuse things. You can actually do it in a healthy way, and you'll even get more.
Yeah, definitely.
Many of you guys out there, you're like, why won't women submit to me? I got the answers right here.
Yeah. And you see the change. Once you come kicking in, you're going to see the change. Big time,
It might be a girl saying, why can't I attract the type of guy who I can trust? I've got the answer.
You got the answer for it.
I'm going to help you.
That's beautiful. So, on that note, people, I want to thank Reemus for coming in today.
Definitely, thank you for coming.
Thank you to Mishak as well for joining in with
I'm an unofficial host for today. Next time you might not see me. But...
yeah, I want to thank you for your input as well, and it's been so interesting, and I can't wait for Reemus to come back. And like he said, you can go and see him on February the 5th, which is a Sunday, at, say it again, Reemus, where?
At Good Hotel, 3 p.m. It's in East London. Go to Code Reemus, so code REEMUS /events.
Thank you so much for your time. And until next week, I've been your host, Goddess Jazzy. Until then, take care, love, light, and peace.